Hey guys, so I'm back with another physical book haul for you guys. These aren't as frequent on my channel as they used to be if you guys have been around for a long time. But I have 12 books here to show you guys. I'm really excited to have all of these books here to show you. So let's just dive straight in. So the first three books that I've got, I'd actually originally got on my Kindle, but I loved them so much that I decided that I wanted the physical books, and that is the De Vincent series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So the first book is Moonlight Sins, second book is Moonlight Seduction, and the third one is Moonlight Scandals. This is the most recent one that only came out in February, end of January, but I really like that series. It's sort of a contemporary adult romance series, and it's set in New Orleans, and the De Vincent family is sort of cursed. Even though they are very rich, they have this big mansion, they have all this money, they're cursed, and each book is about a different brother. But yeah, I really enjoyed that series. The next book is one that was that I'd had on pre-order for ages. It's one of my most anticipated releases of this year, and that is Devil's Daughter by Elisa Kleypas. This is the fifth book in her Ravenel series. It's a historical romance series. If you guys have followed my channel for any length of time, you'll know I love Lisa Kleypas. So yeah, I was really excited for this one to come out. I have already read it. I read it pretty much. I started reading it the day that it arrived. Love this series. Can't recommend it enough if you enjoy historical romance. The next book I actually picked up in Tesco's, and it was actually in Tesco's before its official release date, so don't know what was going on with that, but it's A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Camera. This cover is beautiful, and it's one of those like buttery covers. Looks like that, and it's got like, I don't know how well it will pick up there, but on the spine. And it says that this is a modern retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So you know I'm a sucker for Beauty and the Beast, but this sounds really good. I've not actually read anything by Bridget Camera before, so I'm quite excited for this one. I've been hearing good things about it, so I'm excited. And then I think I was on a bit of a kick, like even though I hadn't read that book yet, I think that put me in a bit of like a kick to find other fairy tale retellings, and as well sort of like fantasy fairy tale retellings, because I'm still kind of looking for a series to sink my teeth into after finishing Throne of Glass. I still want like some sort of fantasy to really like grab my attention, so I decided to pick up these, and they're by CJ Redwine. So we have the first one, which is The Shadow Queen, which I think is obviously like a Snow White retelling, and it's got on the back Mirror Mirror. So it just sounds quite interesting. It sounds like it's part of a series called Ravenspire, so I think each book is about a different sort of fairy tale, is my inference. So I picked that one up, and then I also picked up The Wish Granter, which again says a Ravenspire novel. Which I think is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, which will be intriguing because you don't see many of those. So that's that one. And then we have The Traitor Prince. I can't remember what this was a retelling of. Put that one there. I managed to pick them up fairly reasonably on Amazon used, but I can't think what this is a retelling of, and that's going to bother me no end. The next books that I have are all Tilly Cole ones, so they're all books that I have read before but wanted to own physical copies of, and these were actually my Valentine's Day presents from Shay. So I had books for Valentine's Day, which worked out nicely for me. So the first one is A Veil of Vines. This is one of her standalone romance novels. I read this a good couple of years ago now, I think it came out. But yeah, I slowly but surely want to get all of her books because I love all of her books. This is about sort of an Italian type family, and it's set on a vineyard, and it's sort of like, it's hard to explain, but she's supposed to be marrying this rich guy, but she actually falls in love with a winemaker. But yeah, it's beautiful. I really like that book, so I'm glad to own a copy of that. And then I also have Heart Recaptured and Souls Unfractured, which is book 2 and book 3 in her Hades Hangman series. Again, this series is just one of my favourites. I am up to date with it. I think we're on book like 7 or 8 now, and I am up to date with it, but I'm slowly but surely getting the actual physical copies, because they are quite expensive. They're about £15 each, because they're sort of like self-published. They are expensive. But I do really want to own them all, because it's one of my favourite series of life. So I do want to make sure that I get them all, but I'm just getting them slowly but surely. So now I've got the first 3 books in the Hades Hangman series. And then the last book that I have to show you is one that I pre-ordered from Waterstones, and that's King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. And this is a signed copy. Now, this might seem insane. I have the Grisha books by her, but I haven't read them. But I know I have to read them before I get to this. But I really wanted to pick this up because I could get a signed copy. And I hear nothing but good things about her series. So I was like, I really want to get the signed copy. So I did. And it's a really beautiful edition. And it is a limited signed edition, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I get the signed copy. So that's what I did. So that's all the books that I have to share with you this time, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you've read any of these books, as always, let me know in the comments down below. I always love to know. Have I managed to add any of these books to your wish list? Also let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Happy reading.